Welcome back to the channel. So we have a really cool episode today. So this is season 2. So if you haven't had a chance to watch season 1, which was like a pilot, me getting my feet wet, trying to understand this process, go back and watch that, because from now moving forward, a lot of this may not make sense. Go back, catch up, and then watch this one before you watch this one. But anyway, the way this episode starts off, I'm in a meeting with the company that I was talking about in season 1 to either acquire or partner with. And it started off really rocky, By the end, we got through it, and you're gonna be able to see that. And then had an opportunity to spend some time with my family. So you'll see what we did. We had a really good time. And then after that, the next day. So this episode, I'm combining my weekend. You'll see me at the gym, a lot of reflective. Had some time, to chat with my family and my wife and everything. So really good episode. You're gonna enjoy it. With that said, here we go. So I'm here in Pottstown. My wife and daughter had a business thing up here in Pottstown. So I'm trying to find a coffee shop to have my meeting that I'm a little late for now. I had to go back and forth. Long story. But anyway, I'm looking for a coffee shop where I can settle down at. I already spoke to him and told him that I'm going to be about 15 minutes late to the meeting, which I didn't want to do, but things happen, and it's almost like the same.
Continue on West King Street for 3/4 of a mile.
The same grace that I gave him when he didn't show up. It came back in an interesting way. But so I'm driving to a coffee shop. I have the directions. I know where I'm going, but I've never been there before. So one of the things is if I'm going to a new coffee shop, I need to make sure that the setting is right in terms of there's outlets to plug up my laptop and all those things that I'm used to. And that's one of the things when you work remotely. Like, I'm used to working at a coffee shop, but every coffee shop has its own culture within it. So I could have went to Starbucks, and that's the thing. I could have went to Starbucks. Which, if I would have went to a Starbucks, I already know what I'm getting. I have a general sense of what I'm going to get. But I decided to go to, support a local coffee shop. I always prefer to support a local coffee shop and go to Starbucks as a last resort. But I wanted to support the local coffee shop. So I'm about a couple minutes from where I'm going to pull up and where I'm going to set up shop. And then I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Hello, Jojo. Can you hear me? Yes. How you doing, ma'am? I'm doing well. So, what time is it there on your side of the world? Oh, okay. So it's in the afternoon. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in I think I told you before, I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is on the East Coast, so it's about 1 o'clock my time, so. Yeah. Yes, yeah. So let's just dive right into it. Tell me a little bit about the company. Well, let me tell you little bit about myself first. So I run a company called Telos FX, and what we do is we buy and partner with internet ventures that are stalled. So in a lot of ways, they need it could be like a website, or it could be a SaaS tool. It could be any type of digital venture that needs help. So what we do is we come in, we acquire the company, and then we bring in a team to help us, fix it up, either hold it for a portfolio, or we end up, or we'll sell it for a profit. So I forgot how I ran across you guys, but I found you guys, and I was like, wow, you guys, I love like the development side. I saw some of the projects you were working on. I had a chance to look at your deck, and I was just curious to see if there was any type of synergies and partnership or anything. Just wanted to see what you needed as a starting point to see where we can potentially work together, or I can help you in any way if you're looking to get more clients in the States. So I just want to just introduce myself and use this as like a introductory meeting, so that we can kind of see if we're on the same page. We have anything we can work towards. Difficult to hear you, so I'm doing my best to follow you. So what you're saying is, what you're selling is the team, the manpower, and then also the contracts, that the agreements that you have in place with your current client. Is that what I'm hearing correctly? I see. And then the other piece of it is you're looking to you'll be available to stay on for 6 to 12 months until the new team that takes it over continues. Correct? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Yeah, I just want to, like I said, I'm having a really difficult time hearing you, so I'm doing my best to follow you. Um, So let me ask you this. So what is your like? How many clients do you have right now? And yeah, what are the clients that you have right now? How many clients? Okay. 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 Are those Yeah. Okay. The two that you're working with, are they in the United States, or are they in Ghana? They're both in the U.S. Okay. And what industries are they in? Like what vertical? So are they? What type of clients? Like, so what customers do they serve? Okay, so you said okay, so you're building a marketing site for them. You said marketing. Okay. And the other client is what? I didn't hear what you said. Oh, AI tracker. Okay. Okay, and what? Yeah, the question I was asking, like, what industries are those clients in? Are they in like healthcare? Are they in like? What industries are those clients in?
It's kind of like a shake flavor.
Okay. Okay. And you don't have to give me any exact numbers, but what's on average are those clients bringing in on a monthly basis? You don't have to give me exact numbers, but a range. Yeah, average. Yeah, what's the average? Like for those two clients that you're working with, what's the average monthly take that you're taking in on a monthly basis? Okay, that helps. That's help. Okay, and that's US. Is that's USD, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that, yeah, that's a good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and that's what you're basing off, the price tag that you put on it, the valuation of your company.
No, I don't.
Where you get?
Fly it.
Okay. This is what I want you to do because I'm having trouble like following some of what you're saying. Can you send me the link where you posted, what platform you posted on? That way I can kind of see how you guys positioned yourself and presented yourself. And then what I would suggest is like, let's set up another call. So I don't know if there's any NDAs that you have that you want me to sign, whatever, to look at like your numbers. But I think that may be the easiest way to move forward right now.
Now.
Yeah, because I'm just having a hard time following what you're saying. But I'm interested. I just need to see more documentation. I need to see the processes. I need to see your team makeup. Are you using contractors?
We're gonna stop at the record store first.
Okay, so you and your partner, you do all the work.
We're just gonna stay at the record desk.
We have to go the Todd dog. It said Todd dog.
Okay. Do you have a deck outlining all these things? Do you have a deck outlining all these things? Yeah, I've seen your pitch deck. I've seen that. I'm saying, do you have a deck that's outlining what you're selling, as far as like what you're selling? Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm a visual learner, so I need to see what you're saying, basically, in order for me to make more sense out of it. Yeah, because right now it's difficult for me to kind of connect the dots on what would make the most sense, because there's multiple ways I can help you, JoJo. Depending on like, I can help maybe find you somebody that can acquire it if it doesn't fit what we're looking to do. I can help you. I can help partner you with get you more clients. If you want to continue to grow, like there's so many different options that I have. But I need to be able to understand the business a little bit more, and I don't think we're gonna do that in this first call.
Should I clear this for you?
Yeah.
Did you go to the record shop?
Yes.
Record shop's right.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because the reason why. So I'm working with another. I'm working with another founder. He's based out of Nigeria, and what we're doing with him is so. So what I do is what we have is a founder series. We call it the Teardown, And basically what we do is I'll help market your project. So if it doesn't fit into our buy box or what we're looking to acquire, what I do is, just so you can still get value from our conversation, I'll help market you. So I'll interview you, and I can send you what we're doing with him. I'll interview you, and then you'll have that asset, and you can leverage that interview to say, hey, I've been interviewed with this particular organization, and then also we have different channels that we can use to put you in front of potential acquirers to help speed up the process, to make it very seamless for you, and present yourself in a way that makes sense to somebody that wants to buy. Because right now, like, there's a lot of moving parts, and I understand, that's what goes into it. But I just need to see the numbers. I just need to see more. I just need to see more if you're willing to, share that information, and then I can get back to you to let you know how we can help you. Because even if we don't partner formally, or maybe there's something else I can help you with. To help you. I can help potentially broker something for you if I know someone in my network. What kind of interest are you getting from those platforms? Yeah, what kind of interest are you getting from the platform that you listed on? How many? Two people. Okay. All right. And what was it? Was it a positive interaction with those two? Like, how did you feel leaving those conversations?
So he sent me this as a thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you need help putting that information together so that you're more marketable? Okay, yeah. So that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because one of the things that what we aspire to do is, you as the seller, you want to move on to your next project, and you don't want to continue to carry around this business that you have to maintain, and you can't move to the next thing. So that's what we're really passionate about, is making it as easy as possible for you to do that. And we either do that by acquiring you ourselves, if it makes sense, or we're going to help you, like, position yourself, market yourself. Are the two people that were interested, are they from the States? Where were they from? They're both from this. So one's from San Francisco, one's from where? Mississippi. Okay. All right. So that's where I can possibly help, because I'm here in the States. I know how to position your company. I know what I saw on the outside looking in, and I can understand why they were interested, because you do have good work. The work that you put out is good. So I can understand why they would want to acquire you. So what I can do is, let's start here. Send me whatever you have, okay? Send me whatever you have, and then let me look at it. And then what I'll do is I'll submit back to you a plan of action on some of the recommendations that I would give. And then we can just do it step by step. We can go slow, just so that I can hold your hand a little bit to position yourself as a seller that's positioned well to make the deal. Because if you're hearing the same thing, because I was having the same issues, like trying to understand what the business was, and that's just a marketing issue that I can help you with in some form or fashion, and we can figure that out step by step if that's something of interest to you. Okay, cool. Yes. So do that, and then once I receive that back from you, Jojo, I will within 24 to 48 hours, I'll get back to you with some form of recommendations of next steps. Okay. Well, the first step is like I can't do any introductions unless I understand what I'm working with. Like right now, it's just like there's a lot of pieces that I don't understand that I need to get clarity around. Like I need to get clarity around what your business is and how from day one you can there's a path to profitability, because that's what most people are. Most people that are buying, they're looking for how can they get, what's the path to profitability, and can I get that in 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, so that they understand how their investment's going to work. So that's the first step. The first step is to understand where you're at and like really build out your profile, because right now your seller profile is it's not clear yet, and that's what we can help you do. Yeah, because you're gonna have to go back to these people. You're gonna need this anyway, so you're gonna have to go back to the people in San Francisco, the guy in San Francisco and the one in Mississippi. When you're better positioned, you can go back to them and show them what it is that you have to offer, so they can make a quick decision. Like, so for instance, you should have been able to send me a one-pager or a one-page deck that kind of like outlines everything, so I can read it. I know what I'm working with, and we should just be negotiating right now, rather than the back and forth. A lot of buyers don't want to do the back and forth. We're busy, we're busy with things. So I want to help that. I want to help you make that faster, and you have to you have the skills to do it. Like you can present it good. It's just what I want to do is help you how to present it, and then we can figure out something from there. Let me ask you this: what's the next venture you guys? What do you guys want to work on next? Why is it that you want to, It seems like you're doing pretty good. Why? What's the next venture? What gets you excited about the next venture? Okay, fintech. Okay. For African. Okay. All right. So that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Why? Let me ask you this: why don't you keep the agency and try to grow it, and then use that to continue the fund? Or you want to go all in on the fintech? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
How you doing? Good. How are you?
I see. Okay. Let me ask you this: if you had a way to get more clients, would that make you reconsider selling? Like if you knew you had a way to get more clients, would you reconsider selling and run the agency and then use the profits for your fintech? That way you have cash flow coming in? I see. Yeah, that makes sense. You wouldn't sell right now. Yeah, and that's who I talk to a lot of people selling, and usually this is what trips them up. They're part of business development, marketing. They're great at their core skill set, but what happens is outside of that it gets a little bit difficult, and that's where I come in. That's what our team does. Like we help with business, so that way you don't if you don't want to sell something that you really don't want to sell, but you feel like you have to sell. that's never a good position to be in. So, like I said, I love what you guys do. I've seen your work. I see what you know, the work that you do, and I want to be able to help in whatever way I can. That makes sense, of course. You know, to make your process a lot more easier, so you can get onto your fintech company, because that's a huge need. You know, fintech for African countries. That's huge. So, all right, JoJo. Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I appreciate, our conversation. And if you can send me that stuff within 24 to 48 hours, like I said, my plate, we're pretty busy on this side. So if you can get that to me in 24 to 48 hours, and then I'll respond back with some recommendations or some options. Because the key right now is just to kind of give you some options so that you can make the best decision. Because right now you don't want to make a decision and sell your baby when you're not really ready to sell your baby. You feel me? Like, you want to be able to know that you're selling it at the right time, at the right price, to the right person. Because you don't want to give your baby to anyone. You want to make sure you're selling it to someone that is going to take it to what, fulfill the vision that you guys set out to do. So, all right. Well, I will let you go. Yeah, send me what you can. Send me what you can. If you do have anything confidential that you need me to sign something for, I have no problem signing like an NDA or anything like that. But for most cases, just send me what you can. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Have a good evening. Yep, thank you. Yep, bye-bye. Whew. That was challenging. That was a challenging call in the sense that the connection wasn't where, in terms of the internet connection, wasn't. So I was in and out trying to hear him, but anyway, I think he has something good. And one of the things is, like I was telling him, you don't want to sell your baby when you don't want to, and you feel like you have to. Like, that's not a good position to be in. That's what my company is doing. We're trying to really focus on the seller in a way where they feel like they're doing it at the right time. They're getting the right price for it, and they're selling it to the right person. Those three things are what we're looking to do. If we can't, if we can't buy it, or if we, find something. So I have some processing to do. So I'll see you next. Let me let you in on a little secret. Oh, shucks. Let me let you in on a little secret. The real reason why I'm doing these videos, because this is my audition tape to be Anthony Bourdain of coffee shops. I want to travel all around the world, and I want to try every single coffee shop. That's the secret reason. No, just kidding. No, but that would be cool to be able to just to drop in on different coffee shops and then rate the coffee. Anthony Bourdain, R.I.P. to him. I watched almost all his stuff. I loved his stuff, and I was like, man, this dude has the dream life. Just imagine being able to go to different cultures and learn about the cultures. And for me, coffee shop culture is really, I've been working at a coffee shop for the last 10, 15 years. So I would love to be able to go to different coffee shops like I just did here in Pottstown and rate them. But that's just a dream.
Turn left onto Reynolds Avenue.
Looks good, right?
Oh, wow. This is a nice spot.
That's nice. Sorry. Caramel. Caramel? Yeah. Caramel. Yeah. All right. Everybody likes the fish.
Oh yeah. Look at these fish. Oh my goodness. They're hungry.
In the,
Ah,
this time of year,
It's
through
on
the
my
summer,
shoe.
it gets-
Did you see like Ruby like come in like Miss Leah
No, I
to
didn't.
get fish food?
Didn't see her, bro.
Oh.
But I think we missed it.
Wow, those fish are hungry. Wow. The thing I love about where we live at is you could be in an urban area and like 5 minutes or 2 minutes away from where we live, we could be in nature. That's one of the benefits that I love about living here is that we can go from a city environment to like nature, fish hatchery. Oh, Sage, I think I see a hawk. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day outside today, so. And I was told it's Earth Day. That's what my daughter just told me, so this is what we're doing for Earth Day.
Oh my God, I died that.
Say, he's as tall as you.
I died.
So I just messaged my buddies this my vlog, and I called it a mixtape. And I said I released volume 1, which is we're gonna be, by the time you listen to this, you're listening to season 2 or quote unquote volume 2. But I positioned it as a mixtape, and my buddy of mine says the days of selling these out of the trunk of the car is done. And he's right. But the way I responded, it just got me thinking on, what's, my strategy. Because this guy that said that, he's not a slouch. He is a master product manager. Like, he's tough in his field. Like, so. But what I said to him was funny. I said, I'm in that hustle mode, out the trunk. I'm bringing that back. And I said it's the only way to beat the algorithm in the beginning. Because right now on YouTube, the algorithm has almost peaked. Because we see people like Mr. Beast, we see these huge channels that have pretty much, I'm not gonna say peaked it out, but I just saw a tweet from Mr. Beast, who's probably the biggest YouTuber, and he was describing the content that's gonna be next. He realizes the content that he's doing has reached his expiration date. And what he started talking about, and I also got this from another person, is this idea of companionship content. Companionship content. What does that mean? We're moving into an age of loneliness. People are lonely. It's almost an epidemic. So what they're gonna be looking for are people on YouTube specifically that they can feel like they have a companion, that they can feel like they have somebody next to them in the day-to-day, in the grind, and who they can build a relationship with somebody who's not artificial. So that's the secret here. The secret here is setting up for the next 5 years. Because we're going to have another pandemic-like situation. And I've seen right before my eyes I've seen two internet-based businesses or founders, people that I actually know, let's even go there, that built $1 million business in 12 to 18 months off the back of the pandemic because people were looking for new content. So the strategy here, and I'm going to share this with you guys, because if you made it to this point, I'm going to start giving you the jewels. Season 1 was just a high level, like just kind of get my feet wet. But season 2, what we're doing right now, what I'm doing right now with the team behind me, it's going to be a lot more granular because the script is writing itself. I'm not writing the script. I'm not pre-planning what's happening in my day. I'm just allowing the script to write itself. And I'm just going to get better and better at editing it. I'm going to be better at framing it in a story. And that's the strategy. So that got me hyped and it got me pumped up. And it just reminded me, that conversation reminded me on my why again, that this doesn't make sense right now, but it will make a lot of sense. It will make a lot of sense. So if you made it to this point in this second season, consider yourself privileged to get privy information. I'm going to show you where the wind's blowing. I'm on the front line. I'm going to show you how to position yourself, how to think outside of your box, how not just to think outside of your box, but create the box and everything inside of it. I'm at the gym right now, so I'm pumping myself up with this self-talk. This is self-talk that I would be normally saying to myself, but I'm saying it to you and allowing you to experience my self-talk and how I'm talking to myself about what I'm doing. Because the other thing is, I'm not just building a vlog for vlog's sake. It's gonna take you, I'm building a business on top of it. Do you understand the compounding of building a startup on top of YouTube? The compounding effect is crazy. So, one last thing, I'm on this treadmill. I just want to just bring this one home. The only real content play, in my opinion, that's going to be the most valuable content and the most valuable digital assets is hyper-local or nano-local content. Meaning that people are going to be really interested to see hyper-local in your local neighborhood or wherever you're at content, but the content still has to have an evergreen approach and speak universally. What does that mean? It means that, yeah, I'm here in a second tier or third tier city, third largest city in Pennsylvania, but how does this content speak to someone in LA or New York or Austin or Miami or Chicago or Houston? And it still makes sense and it's still relevant. And it's evergreen, meaning that it's not time-stamped with current events. I'm doing my best not to speak about what's going on in the world right now, because that's not going to benefit you anything. You already know what's going on in the world. So that's not what this is about. This is about me going inside of myself drowning out what's going on in the world to the best of my ability and showing you how to do the same. That's mastering your now. That's how you transform your current reality. That's the name of the show. Transform reality, master your now. That's what this is about. And part of that is going inside. And then opening your eyes and seeing what you need to do to get what you want to get and to give what you want to give and contribute to the world. So, that's what this is about. I just want to share that that message in group chat. And that's another thing. There's another valuable play. You know, I'm not going to get into that one. I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna save that one. But yeah, that's another powerful play. I have another powerful play. But I'm done. I'm getting myself hype. Oh yeah, one last thing. After I told him that, literally, as we were having that conversation, I sold my mixtape to this young professional that was here at the gym 5 minutes ago. He was curious. He sees me all the time, and he was curious on, what do you do? That's what he asked me. He's like, what do you do? So I shared with him what I did and what I do, and then I pulled out my phone. I let him QR code, scan my QR code. It took him to season 1, and he walked away happy, talking about, I can't wait to watch this. So it's one by one. This is how you beat the algorithm. This is it. This is the secret. You got to work outside of the algorithm for a little bit, stay under the radar, and then the algorithm will do its thing once you understand the data that's needed, that the algorithm needs for you to do your thing. The algorithm is going to do its thing. But in the beginning, these algorithms are so mature. Here goes part 2. These algorithms are so mature that they're going to most likely dictate who your followers are. Dictate who your followers and subscribers are. I don't want that right now. What I do want is I want to feed the algorithm people that I connect with organically and feed them into, I hate to make it sound like I'm feeding them into something, but feed authentic relationships into the YouTube algorithm. And what that does is it gives me more leverage over the algorithm. If I do it one by one, because I know, this is the third part, I know the 3 type of people I'm trying to reach. There's 3 different type of people I'm trying to reach. I'm not going to name them here, but I know who they are. So when I see them and an organic conversation gets struck up, again, I'm tying them to the algorithm. I'm telling the algorithm, look for more of these type of people. And then I'll be able to see through watch time and all these other analytic tools YouTube has to know where to double down my content. So I just gave you my whole strategy. Not my whole strategy, but from a high level, I'm giving you the good. So season 2 that we're in right now is about to get good. It's about to get good. Okay, just had a really quick workout. Well, it wasn't really quick. It was about an hour I was on a treadmill. Just being on, on Sundays I have an opportunity also to, call my parents, call people, talk to people that I haven't talked to in a while, just to kind of keep that, I try to keep that routine. And it's good for me to batch those 2 things. Because during the week, as you see, I'm on the go. So on Sundays, I'm able to just slow down, especially if I'm at the gym. Just I don't do anything too heavy. I'm usually just on the treadmill. But in that time, I'm able to, call my parents, call, family members, friends, or people that I haven't talked to in a while. I try to use Sunday as that day to do that. So that's what I'm about to do. So I'm about to jump in the shower, and then I'll be out to the next thing. I just had the most interesting thought. One thing about, transforming your reality is really reorienting or relooking how you see the tools that you have access to. So, for instance, I have an iPhone 14, $1,000-some device. I have a MacBook Pro, again, $1,000 plus device. I have AirPod Max. All these tools, like sometimes we take them for granted. It's unbelievable to have these tools and access to these tools and only use them for consumption. One of the things that that helped me is to really see these tools as the means of production. If you think about communism and capitalism, I'm not going to get too deep on that, but the bottom line is having the means of production, being able to control the means of production. And there was a time when in communism, the state or the government controls the means of production. So the average Joe couldn't really produce anything unless it was state sanctioned. In capitalism world, you actually have to have capital to even to be able to own the means of production. If you own those means of production, then you can pretty much produce, sell, you can manufacture, sell your product or service, at a profit. Here, we have we have the means of production literally in our pocket. And I'll be the first one to admit, you take them for granted. And they're just devices of consumption. Which there's a place for that, but if it becomes a device for overconsumption, then that becomes a problem. And I've been there. Don't get it twisted. I've been there. So one of the things that that I had to do is really change my relationship with my devices. I'm sitting here, I'm at the Whole Foods here, and I'm cleaning my, just cleaning it all off. But as I'm cleaning it, I'm thinking about this. I'm just being grateful. Oh my God, I have this, $1,200, $1,300 phone, or not even a phone, this device where I can, record and speak to you and potentially reach a lot of people. We take that for granted. And as I was cleaning off all of my devices to get ready to, do some play on my schedule for the week, it was man, we take this for granted, and we have to, especially, being here. If you're in America, if you're watching this and you're in America, it's just we take our freedoms, we take all these things for granted. I know I did. So one piece of transforming your reality is really changing the relationship you have with these devices, because then it changes your outlook and your output. So I just thought I'd share that with you because I was just in a space of gratitude as I was cleaning off my screens, cleaning off my phone, and just cleaning off everything as I prepared to get my week started. So it looks like ending it for today. I'm done for the day. Thank you so much for following me to this point. If there's anything I'm sorry, I'm looking for diapers. I'm looking for diapers, so I'm here closing this out. So if there's any point in the video that resonated with you, please let me know. Put it in the comments. If you don't have time to put it in the comments, just give me a like. I'll be hanging out in the comments for a little bit. Be happy to, further expand or share if you want to hear more information. But I'm out. Have a good one.